The following program is paid for by Main Street Living.
Hi, I'm Pastor Matthew Harrison, president of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. Starting in the late 1950s, Lutheran Hour Ministries aired a television program called This is the Life in their efforts to bring Christ to the nations. It was a critically acclaimed show that used story and drama to convey eternal truths from God's Word. And it featured actors who were just getting started in their careers. Recently, Lutheran Hour Ministries, in partnership with Main Street Living, remastered and brought to HD quality about 50 of these programs. You may notice some young actors who've become very famous. And even though the props and styles are of the 1960s and 70s, the subject matter is still very relevant. So please sit back and enjoy this week's episode of This is the Life.
Is there anything I can bring you, Elaine? Anything at all? Your garden, I wish you could see it. Remember the roses you planted? They're just beginning to bud. Next time I come, I'll bring you some. Hello, Doctor.
Hello, John. I heard you were here.
Could I talk to you for a minute? Doctor, Elaine, she seems worse.
Well, she has been somewhat more withdrawn the past few days.
Doctor, is there any hope?
What can I say? It's been nearly 2 years. Elaine can go on like this indefinitely.
In other words, she may never recover.
I wish I could hold out more hope.
Hello, John. Doctor.
Go on, Doc.
Is Elaine responding to you today?
No. It's as if I weren't even here.
Well, I'm sure she knows you're here, John.
Maybe. Well, I'll go in and say goodbye to her. I have to get back to the office.
Take care, John.
Elaine, I'm going to have to leave now. I'll see you again real soon. Goodbye, hon.
Hello?
Marilyn?
Oh, hello, John.
I'm just leaving the sanatorium.
How was she today?
Not so good. Look, about tonight, I'm afraid I'd be bad company, so I think I'll just stop on the way back and grab a bite.
Well, of course I understand. But look, I've planned dinner already, so why don't you stop on your way back and at least have a drink?
Well, maybe if you think you can put up with me.
I can. I'll have the martinis ready. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hi. Now you sit down and relax.
Yes.
Go.
Good. Very good.
I'm glad. I tried.
I don't know what I'd do, Marilyn, if it weren't for you.
Well, those visits to the sanatorium must really tear you apart.
Now, you have no idea what it's like. Seeing your wife sitting there as if she were in another world. She can't reach me, I can't reach her. Dr. Rowland said again today that there just isn't much hope of any improvement. Well, I warned you I'd be pretty lousy company.
And I told you that I'd understand.
Therefore, if you wish to apply for full coverage, yes, of course, put him on. Good morning, Dr. Rowland. Anything wrong?
Oh, no, nothing's wrong. But since I saw you last month, there's been a development which I feel I should discuss with you.
Oh, what is it?
There's a new medicine being used in Europe. Now, it's still experimental. It's available here on a clinical use basis. However, based on the research done so far, I think it might be worth trying on Elaine. However, I'd want your permission.
You mean, there might be some danger in using it?
Well, frankly, in a small percentage of cases, there have been some adverse side effects.
What are the chances of it helping? What are the odds?
Well, that's difficult to predict. All I can say is that the medicine has been of help in some cases.
I see. Well, Doctor, if she were your wife, what would you do?
I'd give her the benefit of every chance, no matter how slight.
All right. Go ahead.
I'll send you an authorization, sir.
How is Elaine today?
Well, she seems a little worse. That's one of the reasons I called you. Look, I'd like to repeat. Don't raise any false hopes.
All right, Doctor. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad we went to that show. I was dying to see it.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll make some coffee.
I'll help you.
Oh, no, thanks. It only takes a minute. Why don't you find some music?
All right.
Coffee will be ready in a couple of minutes.
Good.
John, where are you tonight? All evening long you've been a million miles away. Has anything happened?
Oh,
Have you heard from the sanatorium?
Dr. Rowland's phoned this morning.
Has there been a change?
No, just a routine call.
Are you sure?
Of course. I'm sorry. I'm all beat up tonight.
Oh, John, you really need to get away from everything. Look, my vacation is almost due. And you have some days coming. You could take them off and we could go away somewhere together. We could just forget everything.
Believe me, there's nothing I'd like better.
Well, then let's do it.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
Oh, I don't care, as long as we're together.
Hey, I have it. I have an old friend who owns a boat. He's been after me for a long time to use it. How would you like a weekend on the briny deep?
Oh, that sounds marvelous.
Good. I'll call him first thing in the morning and we'll set it up.
Oh, John, good.
Is Chaplain Owens there? Thank you, I'll wait.
Thank you. Chaplain Owens.
Chaplain John Barton.
Oh, hello, John. How are you?
Okay, thanks. I just wanted to leave a message. I'm going to be out of town for a few days.
Oh, can we reach you?
Well, actually, I'm going to be on a friend's boat. I suppose you could leave a message at the,
Horizon Yacht Club, Southport.
All right.
Things caught up with me, and I figured a few days rest.
Oh, of course. You've got to take a breather. I'll tell Dr. Rowland.
How's Elaine? Has there been any change?
Well, I'm sorry, John, but frankly, in spite of the new treatment, she seems just about the same. But it's only been a few days so far.
Probably a little too early to really expect much to happen.
Yes, I suppose so.
But we're all hoping just the same, John. Well, I hope you enjoy your holiday.
Thank you, Chaplain. I will. Goodbye.
Oh, John, this is so marvelous. The air is wonderful.
You want to take the wheel?
Well, do you think you can trust me?
All the way. Honey, you want to put some wine on to chill?
What kind, red or white?
You pick it.
Well, those steaks smell marvelous. How about red?
My favorite color.
Oh, John, this is so nice. And so cozy.
It's like being rocked in a cradle.
Oh, I hate to come home. Can't remember when I've had so much fun.
I can't either.
You know, I can still feel the ground rolling under me.
No, you'll get over that by tomorrow.
Oh, I hope not. I'd like to remember every wonderful moment. Oh, it worked.
What do you mean?
ESP. I was concentrating on something.
Oh?
I was hoping that you wouldn't leave right away.
Well, keep it up. I'm open to any and all suggestions.
Okay. Now I am concentrating on something else.
I think I'm reading you. Is this what you mean?
Yes, sir, you are reading me very well.
Hold all calls, Miss Klein, till I see where I am.
Dr. Rowland, please. Thank you. I'll wait. Hello.
Dr. Rowland, John Barton.
Oh, John, you're back.
Yes, and I have a message to call you.
Yes, I have some good news for you. The new therapy seems to be doing some good.
You mean she's really responding?
Well, it's only a slight improvement so far, but I think when you see her, you'll be very encouraged.
Well, that's wonderful, Doctor.
Look, it's still too early to make any positive predictions. However, based on the relatively short time that Elaine has been taking the new medicine, I feel there's reason for some cautious optimism.
Tell her I'll try to get up to the sanatorium in a day or two. Tell her that for me, please, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. Goodbye.
Well, she's still having difficulty communicating. Well, after all, having been out of contact with reality for so long.
I understand.
She might be quite shy at first, even with you.
Doctor, just between us, what do you think the chances are now of Elaine ever being her old self again?
Well, now, that's difficult to say.
50-50?
Well, perhaps. The only thing I can say for sure is I feel so much more optimistic now than I did, say, a few weeks ago. Oh, why don't we go inside? You can see for yourself. Elaine, guess who's here?
Hello, hon. How are you? You look just wonderful.
I'm feeling much better. I go outside now, in the patio, each day. It's so nice.
Yes. Your garden at home, I've tried to keep it up, but I'm afraid I don't have your green thumb.
John, I hope someday soon I can go home. I miss you very much.
Why didn't you tell me before about the new drug?
I don't know. I guess maybe I didn't think it made much difference. The doctor held out so little hope.
But I had a right to know.
Yes. Yes, you did. I guess that I was afraid that if I told you...
I don't know what to say. I mean, I really thought there was no chance.
Still not sure.
But it is possible.
Yes.
Then what? What happens to us? Well, I wish I could be brave and noble and say thank you very much. It's been fun. And goodbye. But I didn't drift into this that easily. Johnny, I love you.
And do you think I don't love you? But if Elaine comes home...
Could you really break off with me that easily?
I don't see how. May I speak with Chaplain Owens, please? Thank you.
Thank you. Yes?
Chaplain, John Barton.
Oh, hello, John. It's good to hear from you.
Look, would it be possible to have a session with you in confidence?
Of course. Let's see. I'm busy tomorrow. How about Thursday evening?
Good. Would you, care to drop by my house?
Well, that'll be fine. Thursday evening, about 8?
That'll be fine, Chaplain. Thank you. See you then. You'll have to forgive me. I've forced you to listen while I did all the talking.
I'm not complaining. You've got a lot on your mind.
Yeah. Like adultery and a few other things that I learned a long time ago that really hit home now.
Well, you used the word before I had a chance to. But I don't think that from all you've told me that you're very far off.
Okay. So I'm not very far off, but it isn't that simple. It's not that easy to box and wrap up.
Oh, I agree, John. I know it isn't going to be easy. In fact, it's going to be hard. No matter what you do, you're going to hurt someone very badly. But it's something that you're going to have to face and then live with your decision.
You don't understand. I'm in love with Marilyn. This hasn't been some kind of a school kid fling by two aging children. This is a real live love affair.
Yes, John, and you also have a real live wife and a live marriage that is no school kid thing either.
I know that very well, and I...
You what?
I know what I have to do. I have to break off with Marilyn and pick up again with Elaine.
Don't you love Elaine?
Of course I do. I always have.
John, you said before that you have to break off with Marilyn. What's making you say that?
I guess there's only one way to say it. My conscience. I enjoyed every moment with Marilyn, and yet something always told me it was wrong.
Well, we can never break the laws of God without a day of reckoning.
I guess this is mine. My day of reckoning.
I'm afraid it is, John. But for a Christian, and from all you've told me, you are a Christian, there's a bright side even to a day of reckoning. You have God's forgiveness all around you. All you need to do is take it. Christ made that forgiveness possible. John, you can pin that down and then go on from there.
But where do I go on from there?
You said your own conscience told you. Oh, I know it isn't going to be easy. But it's such a wonderful thing, John. Through Christ, the Lord not only gives us forgiveness, but he gives us the strength and the courage to face what lies ahead, whatever that is.
I don't feel any guilt. Because when I first met you, for all practical purposes, it was as though your wife were already dead. If she weren't, I would never have let our friendship go beyond just a friendship.
I wouldn't have either. But the fact is, I was married.
So if she comes home, that's it. I'm very sorry for Elaine. And everything that she's been through. But what if I find that I can't live without you?
You think this is going to be easy for me? But she is my wife. God knows she has been through hell, and she deserves all the love I can give her now.
And so my hell starts tomorrow.
John, several months ago when we began this new treatment, you recall, I wasn't too optimistic. Well, frankly, I'm not entirely sure she's ready to leave here yet. But she wants so to be home, to be with you, that I feel it's a very important factor in her regaining complete health.
I see.
Of course, a great deal will depend upon your acceptance of her limitations, upon your continued love, affection, your understanding.
I'll do the best I can.
You know, during recent weeks, just from things Elaine has confided in me, I don't think any woman ever loved a man more than your wife loves you. Come in.
Oh, pardon the intrusion, but the nurse told me you were in here.
Come on in, Garth.
Thanks. I was just telling Elaine goodbye, and she wanted me to let you know that she's ready.
Thank you, Chaplain. I'll be going right in.
She's very happy, John.
I want you to know, Chaplain, that I'm going to do everything I can to make up for these last 2 years.
Well, never keep a lady waiting.
This is the Life is brought to you by the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod in cooperation with the Lutheran Laymen's League and is presented by this station as a public service to the religious life of the community.
I hope you found this program to be both entertaining and insightful. Even though the show was filmed decades ago, the concerns of those days seem to parallel many situations of today. We'll be back next week with another episode of This is the Life. In the meantime, I invite you to seek further wisdom from God's Word, the Bible, and I invite you to visit one of our congregations in your area. We are the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, and you will find our 6,000 congregations listed at www.lcms.org. This program has been brought to you by Main Street Living, which relies on the generosity of viewers to support this programming. They appreciate your prayers and would also appreciate your financial support. You can view additional episodes of This is the Life on the Main Street Living website. Thanks for watching, and join us again next week, same time, same channel, for another episode of This is the Life.
This has been a production of Main Street Living Incorporated, in conjunction with the South Dakota District of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod and its member churches. Send your comments and contributions to Main Street Living, 1400 South Duluth Avenue, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 57105.